I can pull you through. Just take my hand. Just come with me. I'll keep you safe. I won't let you fall apart.
I'm sorry, Dad. I just can't.
Susan, you here?
Oh, Eddie, I can't believe he's gone.
Me either.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I just can't get over it. I came in here hoping he'd be here, waiting.
I know what you mean. I thought you were pulling my leg when you called. This place just isn't going to be the same without him.
I wonder what'll happen to it.
What do you mean?
I mean, he was young. He probably didn't have a will or anything.
Oh, I don't know.
I guess we'll find out soon enough. So, how about you? You and Brenda seemed on the other night at dinner. How's that going?
Well, you know, she can't really handle me.
If anyone could, though.
Well, you're one to talk. I'm sorry, Susan.
No, it's okay. I just can't get used to it either.
Well, have you heard from Tom or Brenda?
I had to leave them both messages. If they don't show up in the next 30 minutes or so, I'll probably give them another call.
I'm sure they'll be here soon enough.
I remember the first time I came here. Jeff's parents were here, and I was just a friend from school.
He was really crushing hard on you.
We were supposed to go out, but something happened with the car, and we ended up staying here all night. We watched movies until 2 in the morning, till my dad finally showed up, wondering what was going on.
That's funny. You know, the first time I came over, Jeff and I were put together on a science project, but I was allowed to stay late.
I was too, after a while.
Why was it that you guys never hooked up?
It's just complicated.
I see. Well, if you want complicated, me and Brenda, that's complicated.
That's not complicated. That's you being unable to commit.
Well, I'm irresistible, what can I say?
She sees something in you, that's for sure.
Here you go.
Hey.
Eddie.
Brenda.
No little fling this time?
Well, you know you're the only flame for me.
Do you really want to have this argument with me?
Argument? Who's arguing? You're the one who brought it up.
What do you want, an apology?
You two are gonna kiss and make up sometime over the weekend, right?
Oh, probably.
When?
Tomorrow.
Well, why not tonight?
Because I think I'm going to have a headache tonight.
Room together?
Well, of course.
Gotta keep him close.
Already?
I guess.
Hey!
That's for not waiting till tomorrow, like I said.
You always have to have your way, don't you?
You didn't answer.
I was up late writing again last night. I slipped right to the phone. But I came as soon as I got the message.
I'm glad everyone came so quickly. I would have hated to have had to face this on my own.
Oh, nobody here is on their own.
It all happened so fast, though. Did anybody know he was planning this?
None.
Hey, you remember the other night when he was talking about death when we were all here?
Oh, that whole bit, being like a death, being like a big relationship?
That's the one.
I almost forgot about that.
Well, I wasn't there, was I?
Yeah, me too.
Well, how he was comparing it to, like, a girl who grew up too fast, and before you know it, you've done everything there is to do, and life holds no thrills for you anymore. Death is that state you reach when you've done everything, you just feel like nothing is left.
You're saying he felt like he had done everything before he died?
I don't think he had this in mind when he said it, but I think he's satisfied with his life.
That is ludicrous.
Susan, what's wrong?
You're telling me he thought he had done everything in his life before he died?
That's what he was saying, so given the reason.
No, I don't want to believe that. He had more to live for. He should have known that.
What are you talking about?
He should have known that.
What'd I say?
I'm gonna check on her.
Did he really say all that? Well, the way he was talking at dinner last week, I thought he was satisfied with his life.
Tom, that's something you say to somebody if they've died in a car wreck or cancer. Not the way he went.
Well, that just makes the point more poignantly. I mean, he killed himself, so he must have been satisfied. He must have felt there was nothing else.
Have you completely lost your mind?
Please go away.
Well, you know that's not what I do.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. What do you want to talk about? Come on. We haven't seen each other in weeks without help. We didn't get 2 seconds by ourselves to talk last time you were here. What's going on? You know, there's this song about everything going wrong in your life and having no hope at all left, and you try as hard as you can to make it better, but nothing ever works out.
So, you listen to country?
Maybe. Sometimes. You know, it's just nice to know that somebody else out there knows how you feel.
Don't most country songs cover that topic?
It's a feeling. It's a feeling that your life sucks. You know it sucks. But since you know it, maybe you can help it. Maybe you can fix it. I've been down there. I know what it's like. We all lost someone last night.
You don't know what it's like.
He was my friend too, you know.
Not like he was mine.
What do you mean? I don't remember the two of you ever being intimate. I didn't think he was your type.
Brenda, that's a long story in itself. Please, I just need a moment alone, okay?
Sure.
You know, they say that once you leave high school, the friends you thought you had aren't your friends anymore, and that your true friends come from your college years. But to them, I say that's a bunch of horse hockey.
Horse hockey? What's horse hockey? Oh, Lord.
Ask Tom, he's the one who gave it to me.
Hardly.
Anyways, throughout the formative years, we've always had each other. How we all met up and stayed together this long is a mystery that even Sherlock Holmes himself couldn't solve.
To the improbable truth.
The improbable truth. I wanted to thank you all for coming on such short notice. I know you didn't have to, but some of you may not even have wanted to.
Oh, no, we're on this week, so it's cool.
You're not settling down on me now, are you?
Never, my man.
Maybe I'm ready to settle down.
You're as ready as I am to settle down.
Maybe.
You know, Eddie, these shenanigans of yours have they've got to stop at some point.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I like you, Eddie. Man, you are no Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. Now there is an idol.
Why did you have to go there, Tom?
Can you imagine to live in a mansion with 100 beautiful women? That is the life.
You don't think they, do stuff with him, do you?
I hope not.
Oh, come on, he's Hugh Hefner. He's the ultimate playboy. Rumor has it he's been with almost all of them.
Most of the playmates? Don't you mean all of them?
Well, he got married once or twice, did the whole monogamous thing supposedly. Kind of wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So, you mean to tell me that you want to spend the last of your days locked in a house full of women who want to have sex with you all the time?
I'm not sure what kind of reaction you were expecting.
Oh, honestly, I expected that reaction from Eddie. But I didn't expect it from Tom.
Hey, I'm a guy. Thought does cross my mind.
Really? So you've been with a woman?
Hey, it's not a priority of mine.
Oh, that is really sad, dude. Brenda, why don't you help a brother out here? Come on.
Don't be such a pig, Eddie.
Yeah, it's a personal choice. I choose not to pursue a relationship until I've fulfilled all of my dreams. That's just the way I'm going.
Well, by the time you get ready to do this, your Mr. Willie will be in retirement, and no woman's going to want to be with you.
Well, I think I can hold my own.
I don't know.
Some women want that satisfaction.
No, I'm just waiting for marriage. Oh, that's cute. It really is. Tom, are you sure you are really interested in women?
Just because I choose not to have a relationship right now doesn't make me gay or bi or anything like that.
Yeah. Whatever, dude.
No, I think he's okay being on his own. I mean, look at me. For all I've tried, and I'm still alone.
I think you choose to be alone.
Not entirely. I just haven't found the right person for me, that's all.
It's not for lack of trying.
Susan, you're kind of I've never understood you. You've been with both men and women, haven't you?
Yeah. There's some comfort to be found in both sexes, really. I just haven't found that perfect fit for me.
So what's it like being with a woman?
Really? So if you want to find out, why don't you let me watch?
I don't know. It's different from a guy, I guess.
So, what does that make you?
Do we have to put a label on it?
Absolutely. We're a people that must quantify and qualify.
No, I think I'm okay with a little gray area.
Tom, look what Eddie just said about you. He was trying to tack on a label to your state of being.
Okay, I'm an enigma.
Hardly.
I don't know. I just need a break from it all sometimes, you know?
Well, if you ever decide you need that break, just let me know. I'm here for you.
I'd hope we all are.
Here.
To everlasting friendship, may it always keep us together.
Cheers.
What are you doing out here?
I was just looking up at the sky. It's a pretty nice night. Can I ask you a question? Personal, I mean?
Depends on what it is. You can ask, I suppose.
Well, why are you so sad?
What do you mean? About Jeff?
No, I mean in general. I mean, we've known each other for several years, and you always seem kind of sad.
I really don't talk about it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Maybe it'll help. The only people who've ever known were my therapist, Dr. Young, and Jeff.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Don't worry about it. I've been trying to get over it for years. I gave up on Dr. Young after a couple of years, and, well, Jeff tried.
You don't have to if you don't.
I was raped.
Wow.
I was in 7th grade. It was the first day of school, and I was excited because Mom let me walk to school all by myself. I felt like such a big girl. Anyway, this guy pulled up next to me and said that my mom had sent him to make sure I got to school all right. I told him I was fine, but he said I was late, and I freaked. I didn't want to be late on my first day, so I got in the car. Needless to say, I never made it to school that day. I knew my mistake as soon as we passed the school. I wanted out, but he wouldn't stop. I tried to get out, but he kept locking the doors every time I tried. Anyway, we got to his house. He dragged me inside. Just a little kiss, he said. Make an old man happy. He kept telling me over and over again that I had nothing to fear, but he destroyed me.
God, son, I am so sorry.
It's in the past.
Is it really?
I guess it isn't always. With every man I tried to be with, I only saw his face, felt his hands. That's why I tried being with women, but there was always an emptiness with them.
Whatever happened to the guy that did this to you?
Well, I was able to tell my parents and the police where he lived. He went to prison and was murdered soon thereafter. My dad said those guys in jail might be the worst kind, but they don't stand for child molesters. The guy who did it was in for 7 consecutive life sentences. He felt he did the world a favor.
Did he?
I don't know. I can never go back to what I was before. The damage is done. Sometimes I wish he were still alive so I could go in there and yell at him or something and let him see what he's done to me.
I just can't relate to that one. I'm sorry.
No one can. That's why I never talk about it.
How long have we known each other?
Oh, come on, baby. Come back to bed.
Not until you get straight who the hell you're sleeping with. What's my name?
Brenda.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Well, then who the hell is Katerina?
Just somebody I met the other night. Listen, you're the only one I've been thinking about tonight.
Then why wasn't my name the one on your lips?
Oh, Brenda's now.
Oh, sweet. You named your paw.
Oh, come on, baby. Don't do this to me.
You did it to yourself. Enjoy Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters. Your very own group orgy on call.
Brenda. Brenda.
Have you ever been in love?
You know, I went out in school, but, never anything permanent.
Hi.
Nice night, eh?
Tom, let me ask you something. If you were making love to a woman, and this is purely hypothetical, wouldn't you make it a point to know what the hell her name was?
Yeah, I think so.
Do I look like a Katerina to you?
No.
I didn't think so.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Me and Eddie?
Yeah, you and Eddie. All he does is use you for sex when he can't find it from someone else. And you just fall right into it.
I know. Oh, God, I know. You know, when we break up and we're apart, I keep telling myself, that's it. I'm not going to do this again. I'm done. When I see him, I just melt. And then, when we break up, I just totally beat myself up over it. Like right now, I'm working days, he's working nights. If he would just keep the same job for more than a couple of years or whatever, he wouldn't be always stuck on that shift, But he just can't or won't.
I don't know. He's always been really irresponsible.
Yeah, and I thought he would grow out of that sooner or later. Don't people usually grow out of that?
Maybe he doesn't think he has a reason to.
Why am I not a good enough reason?
I wish I knew.
Did she send you?
No. I just thought I'd track you down on my own.
Seriously?
Seriously.
So I guess you heard the blow-by-blow, huh?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can say to get out of this one, is there?
I doubt it.
God. You know, I don't know why I do this. When we break up, you know, there's part of me that I don't want to. And then when we get back together, I don't want to. It's like she's everything and nothing that I want all at the same time. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm no professional here, but, you know, in my opinion, I'd say you're confused, man.
Prize to Captain Obvious.
So, who's Katerina?
Oh, some getter-by I got with last night. You know, went to the club, had a couple drinks. Next thing you know...
Simple as that, huh?
Simple as that. I don't know, that might have just been her stage name, for all I know.
So you couldn't find her again if you wanted to?
Oh, maybe. I mean...
Could you pick her out of a lineup, or recognize her at a grocery store?
Well, with or without her clothes?
Do you find fulfillment in that?
I don't know, man. You know, there's a big part of me that would love to stay with Brenda. I mean, I enjoy being with her, and she's always there, you know? Then I go out, we go to the club, and next thing I know, I meet somebody, have a couple drinks, and boom, bagged another one.
You make it sound so clean. Rubs the lotion on his skin.
Well, it's not quite like that.
But it is, though.
Yeah. Did you like that movie?
What movie?
Well, Silence of the Lambs.
It was clever.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It wasn't really scary or anything, though.
No, creepy's the better term.
Creepy. That's the right word. Hi.
Hi.
Brenda, I'm really sorry. Sorry.
Forget about it.
I think I have a problem.
You think?
Brenda, I think I might be a sex addict.
Oh. Give me a break.
No, seriously, think about it. I looked up on the internet. Uncontrollable urges, a need to satisfy, a total disregard for others. It just fits.
Eddie, people don't get addicted to sex.
Well, how else would you explain it then?
Explain what?
Well, the fact that
you say you want to be with me, and then you prove yourself completely wrong. That you say I'm your girl, then you go find some other girl all in the same day? I really think you should sleep somewhere else.
Oh, Brenda,
No, I mean it. I think you should sleep somewhere else. Just sleep somewhere else. I'm done with you. Get out!
You know, I had this boss once that applied for the same supervisor position 6 times before he got it. Don't you ever sleep? And I don't. It's cursed. Anyway, he told me this after the second time I'd applied for this supervisor position that I wanted. You could see I was getting frustrated because I wasn't getting the job.
And why do I care?
Where's your persistence, Eddie?
Oh, shut up, Tom. This sucks. We know how Jeff felt.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
If it were nothing, you wouldn't have said it. What do you know?
It's nothing.
What went on? You were here before he died, weren't you?
It's nothing. We just talked.
Did he call you?
What do you care?
My friend just killed himself. If you know something, you should share it with us. Everyone.
Oh, I don't know. He was feeling depressed.
You know, anybody can have someone, right? I mean, look at you. You're a cheating bastard that you saw Brenda.
Well, I don't know if I...
Just admit it, Eddie. You love Brenda. You always have.
Well, come on, let's not get crazy or anything.
There's a lot of crazy people out there, Eddie, and I'm not one of them. But you know, there was this doctor once. Thought he was God's gift to everyone. He used to put down his patients at every opportunity. He had a bad attitude with his staff. He was probably what you'd call a general asshole. You know what he did?
Well, I bet you're going to tell me.
The guy would make house calls. Not just any house calls, he'd make house calls to older people. He'd get them to sign over their worldly possessions and then OD them on morphine. They say that his mother had suffered so much before she died and the morphine had helped her some.
I'm sure there's a point here to the story, but I'm not really getting it.
You see, once he killed them, he'd calmly walk over to the phone, call an ambulance informing them that someone was dying, and then he'd leave the scene before they even arrived. It wasn't until they caught him busting some medical charts and records that he finally got busted. You see, he wasn't all that bright when it came to calculating, even though that he thought he was, of course, God's gift to everything. So when are you going to slow down? When are you going to stop trying to be God's gift to women?
Well, if the shoe fits, I mean, you know.
How long do you think this is going to last, this little game of yours? How long until your obsessions lead to other curiosities? You know what started the doctor's killings? During his internship, patients would die while on his shift. Nobody could really prove it, but it did happen. You're a sex addict, Eddie. And addicts always need more. See, he thought he was helping people. What are you doing?
I'm just getting laid. Come on.
One person at a time?
Well, usually.
But
Well, there has been a few times.
you always need more. How much more, Eddie? How much is going to be enough for you?
Oh, God, I don't know. Listen, I'm not some psychopathic doctor. I'm not a killer.
How many women have you been with?
I don't know.
Ballpark.
Oh, God, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody every other night since we've been in high school.
Same person each time? Different person?
Well, Brenda's in there a few times.
Aha, oh. So she's your only repeat.
Mostly, yeah.
You see, officially the doctor killed over 200 of his patients. Later they found records uncovering that over 500 had died while under his care. He was an addict and he kept going. You don't stop now, your numbers are going to be astronomical. He had a 20-year career. You've probably racked up over 1,000 already. And you obviously do this more than he did. So, what's it going to take? When are you going to stop? I mean, what's going to happen when you go to that bar and that hot girl refuses your advances because you're not as hot as you once were?
I don't believe this.
Maybe you'll wait outside for her. Maybe you'll ask her again, maybe. Maybe you'll just take what you want without asking. But there's a whole new thrill.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Suddenly Eddie finds out he can get what he wants without having to play the little pickup game. Suddenly Eddie's Eddie the serial rapist.
That's it. I'm leaving. Get off me, you're drunk.
Oh yeah? Guess what happens to Eddie the serial rapist whenever he encounters resistance? He takes his hand and he wraps it around the victim's throat.
You're drunk. I'm no serial killer.
Not yet. You continue down this path, you could be.
I don't know what you have on your mind tonight, but it's got you all messed up.
You never asked me what was on my mind.
Well, I assumed you'd tell me.
What happens when you assume?
Eddie, I want you to do something for me. It's important.
All right, listen, if it has anything to do with me joining some counseling session called Future Rapists Anonymous, I'm sorry, I just can't do that.
No, it's nothing like that. You've got a good girl in Brenda. And I know you love her. She loves you.
Jeff,
No, seriously. Everything you need is right there. You just gotta go to her, be with her, commit to her.
What, do you want me to marry her too?
Actually, I was hoping for baby steps. If you can't do this for me, at least do it for your own sake.
All right. You need to sleep on it, all right? I'll see you soon, okay? That's it. Later that night, I found out that he'd killed himself. I guess he took some sleeping pills with that vodka.
That's interesting.
Why? Because he called me out, compared me to a serial killer, told me to marry Brenda?
Well, at least he compared you to a doctor.
Well, you have a point.
No. What's interesting is he apparently had an agenda that night.
Why? Did he call you too?
Yeah. I think he wanted to see us all before he died. I guess he just wanted to say everything he needed to say before, he did it.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. I think we would have behaved differently had we known.
Well, we would have taken him to a hospital.
Yeah, we would have.
Okay, so what did he tell you?
And if I were you, I'd be more interested in what he told Brenda.
Okay, good point. I see that, but seriously, what did he tell you? I talked, now it's your turn.
I don't think we volunteered turns here.
No, but I think we should take them.
Oh my God, how long have you been hiding back there?
Long enough.
So, you guys were all called up here by Jeff? Weren't you? Well, yeah, sure. He called me.
So, what did he tell you?
I think it was your turn.
Yeah, nice trying to divert the attention here.
Hey, I had to try.
Looks like Jeff knew us all too well. If what he said to Tom and Susan is anything like what he said to Eddie and I, then we better get our thick skins on.
I want to know what he told you.
You'll know. I promise.
So, Brenda's next?
Nice try. Again, Tom. You're next.
This is so embarrassing.
How do you think I feel? It was just a man-to-man conversation until Peeping Tom was listening to us around the corner.
Is it really that bad?
Tom, get on with it.
All right.
Hey, what's up? Just checking out the stars for you.
Stars? I don't get it.
No, I guess I've got to respect your desire to be completely and utterly single until you've reached the goal of breaking into the Hollywood screenwriting gig. It's just admirable.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, to put your whole life on hold to pursue a dream. I mean, a dream you've pursued for how long now?
About 10 years.
10 years. Wow. That's 10 years with no progress and no girlfriend.
That's about right.
God, I wish I could conviction. I wish I could aim so high that I'd never have a chance of progressing in life until I've reached something that's nearly impossible and still be happy.
I don't think I like where you're going with this.
Why? Am I wrong? Is your life progressing so far out of this endless writing and pitching and writing? I mean, how many scripts have you written?
20.
You pitched them all?
Yeah?
Contests?
Yes.
Festivals?
Yes.
Hid one under a pizza and had it delivered to Steven Spielberg?
Clearly we've discussed this. Clearly I'm not making any headway. Clearly.
You're wasting your life.
That's not fair.
No? You're telling me that you stagnating while waiting for the writing equivalent of winning the lottery isn't a waste of your life? What are you going to do 40 years down the line? And you've got a whole laptop full of worthless files.
That's not going to happen.
You're damn right it's not going to happen. You got to jumpstart your personal life.
I can't concentrate on...
Hey, look, I'm not asking you to give up on your dreams. Don't get me wrong. I've read what you've written. I've liked most of it.
Most?
Well, not all writers can write gold all the time. I mean, seriously. But I do think you can make it. You just can't put everything else on hold until you do. Otherwise, you're going to wake up an old man with nothing to show for it but dreams.
I swear, as soon as...
As soon as nothing. Tom, I want you to promise me something. Promise that you're not going to give up on your life and your dreams, but don't spend your life alone.
Jeff, why are you telling me this? Why did you call me up here? Just to criticize me and my life?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Jeff, I thought something was wrong. You've never just called me up and asked me to come over before. And now it's just giving me a hard time? Thanks a lot, Jeff. I'll sleep real well tonight.
Tom, don't leave like this.
Hey, if you want your knife back, I decided to keep it.
Tom.
What? What do you want from me? Don't you think I'm frustrated? Don't you think I want more out of my life than I already have? Don't you think I'm pissed off beyond all measure because not a single freaking person in LA can respond to a letter or an email or anything? I know I'm getting older. I know my time is running out. But if I give up now, I risk throwing all that away.
I'm not asking you to do that.
No, you're asking me to divide my interests, continue to not even get a rejection letter, and then let someone else see me at my lowest instead of being allowed my humiliation in private. Go to hell, Jeff. And you know I don't just tell that to anyone.
Tom, I just wanted to tell you that...
What? What did you want to tell me? That I'm a loser in my own field? You're a great friend.
You guys don't know how much I regret that night. But Jeff was right. I have worked 10 years on a goal that's so lofty that few people ever attain it. I watch movies that have been made, and especially those on MST3K, and I realize I could do better. Jeff was right. I just wish I could apologize.
Tom, he didn't tell any of us about what he was up to. He was giving his last requests in the final moments of his life.
But they didn't have to be the final moments of his life. He killed himself, remember? It wasn't like he was dying of cancer or something. I think it was a stupid way to die, and telling your friends off is a stupid way to spend the last moments of your life.
He's just telling us the harshest truths about ourselves. The things that we didn't want to hear.
And what did he tell you?
Mine went about the same as everybody else's. He was very forward, and I sure didn't want to hear what he had to say. Kind of reminded me of Jigsaw.
But without the tests.
He tells us what we don't want to hear, and then he gives us the chance to change.
He knows all the deep, dark little secrets that we keep hidden from the rest of the world, and instead of letting us hide within them, he flings them at us, forcing us to deal with open criticism about what we're doing.
The choice is still the same. Live or die.
Guess I've never thought of it that way, but if anybody would have, it would have been me. I mean, he related my life to a sort of living death, it seemed.
He called me a serial killer.
No. He said that your life was ultimately unfulfilling.
Oh, that's right. You were busy snooping around.
That's right.
So what did our personal Jigsaw tell you?
All right, fine. Yeah?
Hey, in the dining room.
Have a seat.
What's up?
Not much. You ever play poker?
No.
You watched it on TV? Played it at all?
Okay, I played it a little bit in college, but I was never very good at it.
Well, that's all right. Neither was I. Let's play a hand.
Okay.
So, got a good hand?
I think so.
All right?
Yeah.
No? Hang on. I want to ask you a question.
consists of betting, right? Things of that sort.
Okay, I really don't like to bet on these things.
Why not?
It's too risky.
What's wrong with a little risk?
I don't want to lose anything.
We're not really using the real money here, so there's nothing to lose, right?
Okay.
So, what do you think your hand's worth?
I think it's pretty good.
How much would you lay down for it?
$50?
Okay. Okay, $50. Well, I think my hand's worth $200, so I'm gonna lay down $200. Is your hand still good enough to lay down another $200?
I don't think so. Awful.
Brenda. Look at this. That's a good hand.
I think you stacked the deck.
Why do you say that?
I just think you did.
Well, I mean, everybody deserves to win every once in a while.
Okay, I win.
No, you don't win. You folded. You folded in a mock betting situation with 4 of a kind. That is one of the highest hands you can get in poker. The only way I could have beaten you was to get a royal flush. And the chances of me getting that hand are astronomical.
If you stacked the deck.
Okay, yes, I stacked the deck. But you're missing the point.
I knew it.
You're missing the point.
Okay, what is the point?
How are you and Eddie doing?
This has been so much fun, Jeff.
Brenda. Sit down.
What? What do you want from me? You call me over here at 10 o'clock at night to play a hand of poker and talk about Eddie? What's really going on?
Just wanted to talk to you.
Okay. You first. Have you talked to Susan lately?
Why do you ask?
You want to talk about Eddie? I want to talk about Susan.
It's complicated.
Is it?
Brenda, you and I both know that Susan has a problem with men. She always has.
Jeff, you and I both know that Eddie has a problem with commitment. He always has.
Brenda, you know how he feels about you. And you know how you feel about him. You just have to do something about it. You can't keep going through this half life with him.
What do you want me to do? Change him? He can't change unless he wants to.
Well, do you want to?
You know what, Jeff? Just shut up, okay? I can't believe you're trying to pry into my personal life like this. Just...
Why not? You're not doing it.
Oh, good night, Jeff.
Good luck.
There. Now you know.
Brenda. Brenda.
Let's just call it a recess. Last night, huh?
It's been a real dream.
Brenda?
What?
I don't really know what to say.
Then why bother?
You know I've always had this bad out of hell attitude.
Are you trying to justify yourself to me?
Well, yeah,
Please don't.
it's just what I'm trying to...
What? What is your problem? Why can't you just tell me what it is you want to say? There couldn't be a better time for you to do it. It's all set up so beautifully. Jeff tells us on his dying breath that we should be together. What better time to tell me how you really feel?
Brenda, it's just that when I'm with you, I want...
You can't even do it, can you?
Oh my God.
Brenda.
You just can't lie about it either, right?
All right.
I guess I'll go talk to her. Maybe a guy perspective will help.
Good luck with that.
Didn't go well, did it?
Prize to Captain Obvious.
What happened?
Eddie was Eddie.
What did you do?
It's what I didn't do that was the problem.
Oh, I see.
Why is this so important right now?
I just want him to be happy.
I just want to make her happy.
Maybe it's not with me.
I just don't know what to do.
He could have his heart set on someone else.
She's the only constant I have in my life.
Maybe I should just let him go.
I just don't want to lose her. I just don't know what to do. If I tell her now, it'll seem forced and stupid.
If he came out here right now and told me how he really felt, I would believe him.
How could she believe anything I say?
He's too afraid to say anything unless it's true.
Am I wasting my life away without her?
Jeff said that I never stand up for myself.
Am I just being stupid because of what Jeff said?
He can't come out here tonight and tell me how he really feels.
If I don't go and tell her exactly what she needs to hear, it's over. Brenda, I've spent a lifetime running from people, including you. I just can't keep on doing this shallow, so-called life.
Eddie, I don't...
Brenda,
think...
I love you. I do. I always have.
Love you too. Does this mean you're only going to be with me now?
I'll try.
You better!
I wonder if they have a support group for this kind of thing.
I'll look into it. Isn't it your turn? I know there's a message there, but I still don't get it.
Well, you see, the first 2/3 were a dream. And the last third was a combination of dream and reality.
Why wouldn't it all be reality?
Well, the freaky burn-faced guy wasn't real. And the little people in the bag definitely weren't real.
And she wouldn't be tormented by them.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really understand that part.
See, it doesn't make sense.
No, it does make sense, if you think about it. I mean, consider the waitress's name.
What about it? Diane in the first part, Betty in the second. She reversed the names.
But only in her dream.
I was hoping that she killed the waitress, took her identity, and then met with Rita after the gunman fell to kill her.
No, that's too normal. Lynch isn't like that.
Oh, I see.
So, what led you to watch Mulholland Drive?
I don't know.
Well, was it before or after you found out Naomi Watts was going to be topless?
You know I'm not totally like that. Okay, it was after.
See, I told you I know you too well.
Yeah, I guess.
So you said you weren't really like that, right?
Yeah,
So how come we never ended up together?
that's rather forward.
I just wanted to know. I mean, I've always liked you. Every time I've ever tried to be with you, you've either changed the subject or been with someone else. Can't think of any time that I haven't seen you with someone from either sex that didn't drive me crazy. I was able to hold you myself.
If there were any man I could be with without having those horrible memories, it might have been you.
Is it too late?
Jeff, we're friends. friends. Isn't that enough?
It has been. But we're running out of time. We've got to make the most of the time we have left while we have.
Why are you doing this?
I just want to know something.
What is it?
How is it you feel about me?
You're a really good friend, Jeff. You always have been.
No, I don't want that auto-stock answer. I want to know your true and honest feelings.
I don't have that.
Susan, please. Susan. Susan.
Damn it, what would you?
See, you do love me.
I can't love anyone.
What if you just open up?
I can't let anyone hurt me. You know what I've been through.
I do. I can help you through it.
I've been through hell, and I just can't.
I can pull you through it. Just take my hand. Just come with me. I'll keep you safe. I won't let you fall apart.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I just can't.
Please. Susan, you can't go on like this. This is no kind of life for anyone to live.
He watched me until I was completely gone. Maybe he was hoping I'd turn around. I think it was after that he called all of you. It's my fault. He killed himself because I wouldn't tell him I loved him.
Well, do you?
Yes, I did. Oh, God. How I wanted to stay, but I just couldn't. I wanted everything. If I'd known, I would have. I would have done it just to save his life, even if I didn't love him.
So you think he killed himself just because you didn't tell him you loved him?
Eddie, don't be so insensitive.
No, I'm serious.
Well, what else could it be?
You know, Eddie has a point. I mean, Jeff wasn't the impulsive type. Even if he did flip out one night, he'd let you sleep on it and then get back with you later. He wasn't one to kill himself.
But it was after I left that he called each of you individually. And then he killed himself. I mean, the bottle with the sleeping pills was right there next to him.
Why would he do that? Was something else going on?
You know, I thought something was odd when he had us all over for dinner like that, just out of the blue.
I thought it was nice. But you do have a point. That was rather impulsive of him. Do you think he was planning this then, too?
It's possible.
I wish he'd left us something. A note. Anything.
Well, he called 911 himself. I mean, he even unlocked the door for the medics. No one's even looked for anything.
You know, it would be obvious if you left anything.
Of course. Of course. Laptop. Why? If you were Jeff, how would you have left a message?
I'd have written a note. Jeff would.
Of course not. He'd take the time to videotape it and then download it onto his computer. You know he would.
Huh?
Will it just play automatically?
Yeah, he figured that out some time ago. It's actually pretty easy.
Hello, everyone. Glad you found the laptop okay. If you're not my friends, could you please return the laptop to my house so that my friends may find it?
Just in case.
I'm sorry if I hurt any of you this evening. And And I know you probably thought I was acting weird, and I hope you'll understand why I did what I had to do. Eddie, I wasn't drunk the other night. I replaced the vodka with water. You see, morphine and alcohol don't really mix well. Yes, I was on morphine. It was prescribed to me to kind of make my final days a little more comfortable. You find this folder in a fireproof box under my bed. The key to the box is in the top drawer of my dresser. It's a copy of some of my medical stuff. Kind of helped me keep track. Let me see here. Okay, I have an aorta pulmonary paraganglioma.
Okay, you better explain that one.
I asked the doctor what that meant, and he gave me this long-winded explanation about it. So I asked him in layman's terms. He said I could call it a tumor around my heart, and that it was malignant and growing. You see, I went into the doctor having some severe chest pains. I'd been putting it off for quite some time. And my doctor was very kind and gave it to me pretty straight. I could live a little longer in a hospital, or I could live a little better at home. Either way, he only gave me a couple of days to a week because it was so far progressed.
Oh my God, he didn't tell anyone, did he?
I'm sure you're upset that I didn't concern any of you with this, but you have to understand, I had a lot to do and very little time to do it. I just wanted to be able to do it without any sympathy. I also know that I upset some of you. But when I learned my life was over, I knew that I had to talk to each and every one of you. First, I knew it was going to be something that you wouldn't want to hear. And second, I knew it would be something you wouldn't want to admit to yourself. First of all, Brenda and Eddie, for crying out loud, get married or something. This on and off stuff is just crap. And Eddie, if you have any problems with being monogamous, get some porn or something. Brenda, just deal with it.
Porn?
Deal?
And Tom, I respect what you're doing. I do, I really, really do. But you need to get out more. Find you a nice girl, settle down. Just don't live your life alone.
Okay.
Finally, Susan. My dear Susan, I loved you. Even now, I love you. If I had told you what was really going on that night, I know you would have stayed. But I wanted you to stay out of love, not out of obligation. I know that you feel like it was somehow your fault that I killed myself, and that your rejection was what drove me to it. And that's not true. I've wanted to tell you how I felt for a very long time. I just never had the courage. It wasn't until I found out that my life was coming to an end that I found that was probably going to be my last chance. I just want you to be happy, more than anyone. I just wish I could be there to see it. Susan, you know more than anyone what you need to do. You just need to face your fears and get over your stubbornness to do it.
Stubbornness?
This thing's eating me from inside out. Pain is so unbearable. It's an odd thing knowing you're gonna die. Most people are surprised when it comes, then it's over before you know it. Me? I doubt I'll last the night. I don't think that all the vodka in the world could have drove that thought into my head. I just wish it was really vodka in here, not water. My last water. I raise my glass to you, my friends. I love you all. By the way, I had a will written up very quickly. You are all now the proud owners of this home and everything in it. I didn't really have time to divvy everything up, so I'm sorry. But I leave you with these words. We lived a dead life. We all had such high expectations growing up that
This is no kind of life for us. And yes, I said us. As I learned all too late how precious life is. I just want you all to try to make something of your lives and what's left yours. To everlasting friendship, may it continue to keep you all together. Goodbye, my friends.
You're going home together?
Well, we're riding separately, but we're gonna end up the same place.
So, are you planning on,
As soon as I can keep Eddie's peace in his pants, I'd really like to. He's even thinking about it after last week.
that'd be nice.
You know, I really hope it works out.
Me too.
Me three.
You could be a good guy, Eddie, if you let yourself.
Oh, who am I to deny the last request of a dying man?
Yeah. You gonna be okay? I'll be fine. I'm gonna stay here for a couple of weeks just to finish up. He pretty much did everything already, so there isn't much.
You need anything?
I'll call him. Be good, Eddie.
I'll try. Break a few dates, but yeah,
She's worth it.
absolutely. Hey, where's my hug?
Bye, Tom. Find yourself a woman or something.
Okay, something. All right, big guy. All right, we'll see you soon. Hey, you be good, Eddie. Be bad, at least for a little while.
I'll consider it.
Sure you will.
You're probably right. You got this?
I got it.
Well, if you need anything, call me.
See you, Tom.
See you, Susan.
Susan, you know more than anyone what you need to do.
It's what I didn't do that was a problem.
I gave up on Dr. Young after a couple of years.
I love you.
I can walk you through it.
It's in the past.
Is it really?
Love you too.
You just need to get over your stubbornness. Just do it.
Isn't it your turn?
He was really crushing hard on you.
I can't let anyone hurt you.
Dr. Young's office.
Hi. I need to schedule an appointment.
Tell me there's no yellow brick road, just a fairy tale. They tell me that I can't carry the load, that life's a test I'm bound to fail. times grim. There you'll find something left to praise, something left to believe in. There's some light in the dark. The sun will follow the rain. There's some hope in the grief. Joy will follow the pain. Life's a fight you must win. Just find the strength within. Your prayers are never in vain. Something left to believe in. Prayers are never in vain when you're on your own. There's one hope that remains. You're never alone. That's something left, something there, something out there to believe.